In today's episode of The Unemployed Journeyman, we have both legs of the Carabao Cup semi-final. This, without a doubt, represents our best chance of silverware in our first season. Welcome to the video, folks, and let's have a look at the schedule to see what's happened since you were last with me. In yesterday's episode, we had a 1-1 draw in the FA Cup third round away from home against Huddersfield, and then a very bleak 4-2 defeat against Chelsea, also away from home. After that, we played Huddersfield in the third round replay, this time at Old Trafford. We did win that 2-0. Eddie Bavers and Jonathan San Martin scoring the goals. I did rotate a midfield. I had Bavers in the San Martin role, then Bulabasic and Enrique came in place of Mainu and Ferreira. After that, we played Burnley. We beat them 2-1 in the league. I mean, I'd like to say this was a nice, easy game, but it wasn't. As you see from the stats, shots on target, they had more than us. We had more shots on goal. XG was pretty even. Possession was pretty even. It was a very close game. We went 1-0 down through Luis Pinedo after 26 minutes. And then Greg Chalmers from a corner equalising on the 73rd minute to make it 1-1. And then we had to wait till the 94th minute before Antonis Zaravelis got the goal to win us the game. Then we had Millwall in the FA Cup. They are also a championship side like Huddersfield. A 2-1 win in that game as well. And yeah, we had an own goal in the 4th minute. We scored a penalty from Ferreira in the 41st minute. They did pull one back in the 91st minute, leaving a bit of a nervous final few minutes. But again, you look at the stats, only 4 shots on target against Millwall. We did have a much better XG, but that would be mainly down to the penalty. Possession was pretty even as well. It's another one of those wins. All these wins we've had recently, as I said in yesterday's episode, they've all kind of been bitty type things. There's no convincing performances in it. We then move on to Everton. We played them at home. Fabio Ferreira with a goal in the 6th minute. They had a player sent off on the 50th minute. I mean, they didn't even have a shot on target. We had much better actually. This was a much better performance, so to speak, but again, we're struggling to put the ball in the back of the net and get the goals. Another nervy 1-0 win. Then we played Aston Villa away from home, and yeah, it went the other way this time. It was another one of those close games. I mean, shots on target almost even, XG pretty even, possession pretty even. If we have a look at the average rating, they did do slightly better with the average ratings. They went 1-0 up through Dela Cruz in the 18th minute. Kobbie Mainu pulled one back 5 minutes into injury time at the end of the first half. And then Liam Hollywood on the 73rd minute. I'd like to say it was a Hollywood finish, but it wasn't, so I can't really say that. But yeah, it was another one of those close, tight games that we keep having. Most of the time recently, we come out on top on it. This time we didn't, Villa did. So in terms of the Premier League, because we won't be seeing a Premier League game in itself today, we are 4th in the league, 24 games played. We're a point ahead of 5th place Chelsea and 6 points ahead of 6th placed Liverpool. And it's kind of important, all of this as well, because obviously the top 5 could be enough for Champions League football. I don't think we're going to get Champions League football, but if we finish 5th, we could end up with Champions League football. So we have got a bit of a gap there with Liverpool having played the same amount of games. And there's a 7-point gap over Aston Villa, having played a game less than Villa. Then when you look outside of the 7th place European thing, you're then looking at 38. So 9 points. We could get European football at the end of this season. Obviously, if we win the Carabao Cup, we will definitely get European football. We are playing Newcastle later on this month in the FA Cup 5th round. That will probably be tomorrow's episode. But today it's Southampton home and away. We have already played them in the league and we drew 2-2. And if we have a look at the stats for that game, there is a player for them, Mr. Rafael Capital, who he is a phenomenal player. If we look at his, I don't know how he stayed at Southampton for all these years, to be honest. When you look at him, he has just scored a massive amount of goals for Southampton. Prior to Southampton, he had 4 goals prior to that. So he's got 197 goals he scored for Southampton. He's still only 28, to be fair, but he is well out of our price range. He's like £200 million. And he has another couple of years left on his contract, so I don't think we're going to be able to get hold of him. But yeah, he is the danger man without a doubt. If we can keep him quiet for both of these games, then we stand a chance. I'll play the Brighton game off camera. I'll just let you know before we get into the Matchday Centre for the second leg how we got on in that game. But yeah, let's get on with the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Southampton. Before we get into the actual game, there is transfer news to bring you. Jose Ramon Iglesias, who the manager before me bought him in from Real San Sebastian for £24.5 million. We sent him out on loan to Genoa because I've been trying to get this wage budget under control. And if we have a look at his contract with Genoa, there is an optional future fee of £12.75 million. So while we will be losing a substantial amount of money, almost half the money we spent, at least we will be getting something for him. They are going to be paying 90% of his wages if he plays and 100% of his wages if he doesn't play. That being said, we then had a transfer budget of around £1.5 million and we were well underspent on our wage budget as well. Since then, the board have taken my transfer budget away from me, even though I've now got a little bit back again somehow. I don't know how these little amounts keep appearing, but we'll just get rid of it and just do that anyway. And yeah, the wage budget was basically set to be exactly the same as what we're currently spending. So they took back transfer budget and wage budget, which was very, very upsetting for me. But yeah, that's the transfer news. Now we will get into the actual game. And here we are at the Matchday Centre. There is a bit of team news to give you. Bamba Niang, who's been missing from international duty throughout the whole of January. He's back from international duty, but he's now suspended, so he still can't play. George Colombo is injured as well. He's only out for 5 more days. Adriano Gomez, who came back from his injury and is now out injured again with another thigh strain, I think it is. Yeah, thigh strain, so he's out for another few weeks. So I think basically all we've done there is just signed an injury-prone striker. And yeah, I'm regretting that purchase at the moment. But anyway, let's get on with it. The team for today's game: Stevanovic in goal, Tabacao left back, Urruti right back, Chalmers and Crosson in the centre of defence. Crosson in obviously because of the likes of Colombo and Niang not being available. I've had to move Chalmers from the right side of defence to the left side because Crosson just cannot use his left foot. San Martin, Mainu and Ferreira in the centre of midfield. Esteban and Calar out wide, Zaravelas up top. I did consider bringing in either Osai or Felipe for these two because they're not firing on all cylinders at the moment. But I've decided to stick with what I've got. Urruti, Tabacao and San Martin are 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So if they pick up a yellow card in this game, they'll miss the second leg. Eddie Bavers is in the same position as well. So basically, San Martin picks up a yellow card. I'm not going to be bringing on Eddie Bavers because he is the man that would deputise in that area. Although we do have Kobe Mainu that could do it as well. But anyway, let's get on with the game. Let's get into the actual match itself. And hopefully we can get some sort of a result. When in a two-legged tie like this, I always say, and those of you that watch my videos in the past, you'll probably be tired of hearing this, but I always say if we can keep ourselves in the game, in the away leg, and then win the home leg, that is the perfect way to do it. The other semi-final tie, by the way, is Man City versus Newcastle. First highlight goes to Southampton. It's from a free kick, but the ball is headed high and wide, and nothing ends up coming from it. Yeah, we just need to make sure we're doing a good job on Capital today. We have got individual instructions set on him, but we had that the last time we played Southampton. It didn't do us much good. But yeah, he is world class, as I said. And they've also got, as you can see, Lenny Yoro playing for them as well. A very highlight-free start to this game. This is only the second highlight at the 30-minute mark. It is for us in our white kit, Esteban to Tabacao. What can he do to the ball? He cuts in field, finds Ferreira, and Ferreira's shot goes over the bar and ends up not meaning a great deal. They're playing a 4-4-2 formation. I don't understand teams that play a straight 4-4-2, but it obviously works for them, doesn't it? Tabacao with a corner, and we scored. Jordan Crosson with his second goal of the season. Tabacao with the assist. Crosson with the goal. We've taken a lead at St Mary's. How many people are here for this game? 42,681. Here's another highlight. We've got the ball. Calar just gives it away. I told you I weren't happy with Calar and Esteban lately. Esteban actually is our top goal. Capital's missed it from point blank range. That is probably the one and only warning we are going to get. But they now have a corner. Blakesley with an outswinger. Oh, we've managed to keep the ball out of our goal somehow. It's gone for another corner. Blakesley will take it again from the left-hand side and outswinger back into the box again. Aruti can't really clear his line, but the half-time whistle goes and it is 1-0 to us. We will take that all day long. Well done on controlling possession so far. That's what we want. I mean, I was tempted to say we're capable of even better, but they've made a substitution at half-time. I kind of feel that this team isn't really ready for criticism as such. I think they need as much praise as they can get in order to try and improve their confidence. Man City are 2-0 up against Newcastle. I thought it was down to 10 men, but they're not. Right, we're going to look at making substitutions. There's Tabacal's been booked, so he will miss the second leg. You silly, silly fool. Right, let's have Esteban can come on because he's not even been involved in this game. Dominic Asai can come on for him. And I think Ferreira can come off for Marcus Enrique as well. Just over half an hour, or just under half an hour to go, or probably just over if you include stoppage time. But we have a throw in now. Here's Enrique, Urruti, Taki and Collart. And Urruti just gives it away as well. Right, I thought we was going to intercept it then, but we haven't. They're going to get a goal. Oh, save from the keeper, Stevanovic. Well done, lad. But they have another corner for Southampton. It's going to be another one of these Blakesley outswingers. Goes towards the near post. The ball's headed over the bar and thankfully stays out of our goal. Like I say, if it does finish 1-1, I would not be heartbroken at a 1-1 draw. I really wouldn't. Right, I'm kind of looking at it now that I might take Sam Martin off for Eddie Bavers. I know Eddie Bavers is 1 yellow card away, but I'd rather have Sam Martin available for the second leg. And Kian Clark can come off for Felipe as well. So that's 4 of our 5 substitutions made as we're trying to keep hold of this 1-0 lead. Southampton, with this highlight, my concern would be that if they get an equaliser here, then there's going to be every possibility they're going to go on and get a winner. And that is the equaliser. That Capitao again. I'm seriously starting to dislike this man. 2 games against us, 2 goals. And now the concern is, as I said, that they're going to go on and win this game. And it's going to really frustrate me because it's been a very close game all in all. We have dominated possession, but it's more a case of what can we do with the possession. I'm looking at a substitution to make. Urruti can come off and Muniz can come on because Urruti is looking a bit tired and he is a yellow card away from suspension. So if we can not have both our fullbacks suspended, that would be absolutely wonderful. 4 minutes of time to be added on and that is it. It's 1-1. I will take that. I do not think that is a bad result away from home against Southampton at all. So, well done, boys. You've got the draw. You've now got to go on and win the second leg. Man City and Newcastle finished 2-1 to Man City. Right, let's get over to the second leg. I'll meet you the other side of the transition. I'll let you know how we got on against Brighton in the league. Right, here we are then for the second leg against Southampton. And a couple of, or main change is that Ayrton Shakur comes in as our normal left back. Breno Tumacao is out suspended. We have got Urruti and Sam Martin and of course Eddie Bavers that if they get booked in this game they will miss the final if we get there. There is a change outside as well. I made these 2 changes for the game against Brighton. Dominic Asai has come in for Esteban and Felipe has come in for Kian Calais. Felipe assisted Fabio Ferreira for the only goal in the game against Brighton. So it kind of worked in that sense. Thinking about it now, I might bring Esteban in on this left-hand side just because he is good with his assists and his goals, one of their better players anyway. So, yeah, that is the team. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing else I need to bring up to speed on. We have got Greg Chalmers is in need of a rest. So rather than playing him today, I've left Jordan Crosson in and Bamba Niang has come in place of Chalmers. So let's get into the game and hopefully we can pick up a win in this game and qualify for the Carabao Cup final because it would be very nice to pick up a trophy in our first season, especially considering I wasn't actually looking at winning a trophy this season because I didn't think we was going to be anywhere near good enough. But this is the Carabao Cup. Some teams don't take it as seriously as others. And to be fair, we've been one of them teams that haven't taken it completely seriously. We have kind of gone weaker in the earlier rounds. Capitals through. For God's sake. The referee's going to consult with his mates in VAR. Will they come down in our favour? Yes, they have. They've disallowed it. I mean, I said in the first leg that I'm starting to really dislike this boy. I'm seriously disliking him at the moment. Aruti now with a corner on the left-hand side. An in-swinger towards the back post. Ayrton Shaqiri, his first ever goal for Manchester United. We bought him in the summer for 4.7 million, I think it was. It was basically a bit of a panic buy because we had nobody available on the left-hand side. He has played a few games for us. He did play in the last game as well because I knew I was going to need him in this game. He's got a corner here himself. Oh my word, he's put it in for Jordan Croissant. He scored in the first leg. A young centre-back. I mean, I could have gone with George Colombo in central defence, and I almost did, to be fair. But Jordan Croissant is one of our young talents that I want to give a bit of a chance as of when I can. Shakur is actually I was going to say he's making himself a good name, but then he goes and gives the ball away when we had him in a promising position. But Southampton now building up nicely. We do intercept though. Aruti has it, goes back to Croissant, and then Croissant gives it away. But he does win it back, to be fair, he does win it back. Here's Aruti to Felipe, back to Aruti, Fabio Ferreira. He tried to find Mainu, couldn't quite get it to him, but he does get the ball back again. And that's a great ball to Felipe. And Felipe has scored his second of the season. We are 3-0 up in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Oh, are we going to get to the final? I mean, I can't believe I'm asking, are we going to get to the final when we're 3-0 up? But that's how little I trust this team, to be quite honest. But surely we cannot throw this away. Ayrton Shaqiri coming in for Tabacao with a goal and an assist in this game. He has been the MVP of that first half, no doubt about that. Oh, do you know what? I've just realised as well, they've made 2 substitutions. I've just realised as well that we could be about to get a win on camera. Feels like it's been forever since we've had a win on camera. I mean, don't get too excited because they're on the attack now and that's going to be 3-1. No, it's not, thankfully. Oh. They do have a corner though, so we need to defend this corner. I mean, I'm not even going to try and say his name. Gets the ball into the box. Croissant heads it away. San Martin completes the clearance. Felipe then just passes it to the Southampton player, but nothing comes of it, thankfully. Right, 3-0, 4-1 on aggregate. We are getting to the point of making substitutions, and I'm very much thinking that San Martin and Aruti might be the ones that come off because I do not want to lose them to a suspension in the final. So Aruti can come off. Eddie Bavers can come on for Jonathan San Martin. I do need to rest some of my players as well because they are getting very, very tired with the fact we're playing so many games in such quick succession at the moment. They've had a player gone off injured. Right, here we go. We win the ball back. Bavers goes back to Stevanovic in goal. He gives it to Niang. Shakur, just don't do anything stupid, boys. That's all I ask of you. Just keep the ball, play the possession game. Southampton are the ones that need to score. We don't need a goal. They do. They need 3 of them. And we've got 15 minutes to just keep this 3-0 lead. Felipe, what a ball to Ferreira. Ferreira back to Felipe. Munoz. Mainu. Ferreira. What a goal that was. From all that build-up play, what a goal. We are looking sensational in this home leg against Southampton. I'm going to make the substitutions now because I'll get fed up and keep having to change my mind. Right, Ferreira can come off for Buja Basic. We're looking at players that are tired more than anything else. And I think Mainu can probably come off for Enrique as well. It's the whole of our midfield we're going to be changing. We've given the ball away. I mean, we're 4-0 up in this game, 5-1 up in aggregate. I don't think it really matters if Capital goes and scores his routine goal against us. They have it with Vieira. He's into the box, and that was a pathetic shot from Vieira. Really wasn't a good effort at all. Right, we have another highlight. Stevanovic to Niang. Just hold on to the ball, gives it to Enrique, to Shakur, or Shakur. Shakur, yeah, we keep to that. Right, here's Buja Basic. Finds Zaravelis. Zaravelis with his 6th goal of the season. Buja Basic with the assist. It's 5-0. This has been a romp. I must admit, I was not expecting this game to be as easy as this. I thought it was going to be a very close, tight affair that we could potentially lose. I was confident we'd pick up a win, but I wasn't particularly... Here's Buja Basic is through. Oh, Could have made it 6-0. Right, we have a corner, so it's obviously saved by the keeper. Shakur takes the corner. In swinger towards the back post. Oof. Oh, it's in. Felipe with the goal. His third of the season. I'm actually quite speechless. I can't believe we're winning 6-0 against Southampton. They are a very good Premier League team, Southampton, and we are making them look like a League One, League Two side in this game. This is the best we've played since I've been here. I'll be quite honest with you. I mean, why do I have to open my mouth? As soon as I praise us, we then just go and give the ball away or do something stupid. Vieira almost scoring, but again, he can't. I mean, he's had about 3 or 4 shots at Vieira, and they've all been off target. He has a corner now, an in-swinger from the left-hand side, puts the ball into the box. It's cleared. Zaravelis has the ball. He's got a man up with him. Can he find anybody? No, he's just going to... I mean, sensible player, I suppose. He's just keeping hold of the ball. Bathers to Enrique, to Buja Basic, to cross on, and then the highlight just peters out into nothingness. Right, let's make our final substitution. I think... Oh, didn't mean to double-click on you. I think Shakur probably needs to come off, although Felipe is looking a bit tired as well. Actually... Oh, and I've already changed my midfield, haven't I? Right, so, yeah, we just bring Kalar on for Felipe. I do apologise if you can hear some banging in the background, by the way. It's neighbours having some work done. It's been going on for 3 days, and I need to get a video recorded, otherwise there won't be one coming out. The full-time whistle's gone. We've won 6-0 against Southampton. A great, great result. Really, really good. And I am very happy with that. Man City and Newcastle have not played today because they're playing different teams in the league. There you go. Newcastle just lost to Crystal Palace, and Man City have just beaten Liverpool. So Man City kind of looking like they're going to run away with the league. That's where we are in the league after a win against Brighton, by the way. And I'll take you over to the schedule so we can have a look at when we did beat Brighton. Again, is another one of those close games that it could have gone either way, but it went our way, thankfully. Again, it wasn't a great performance. This, though, that is the best performance we've had since we've been here. Right, the next time... Oh, wow. Okay, so we will come back in tomorrow's episode to end the week. We'll have an FA Cup 5th round game against Newcastle. But before that, we will have the Carabao Cup final against Manchester City. And I'll see you tomorrow for that one. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.